measuring cup. I'm in the city that never sleeps, but it's also the city that never cooks.
New York does not cook, but it does drink this. If you can see, it is 8 ounces, which I believe is 1 cup. Although I haven't really studied these things. Don't fall. The reason I have this is because I'll get to that. Okay, I tried to order a bottle of goon. I tried really hard to explain to the guy at the bottle shop what goon is. When I said wine in a box, he pointed to all of these fancy bottles with like, a fancy box around it and stuff, and it's like, no, that's not what I'm asking for. It's still not simple. They didn't have goon. It worked. There is wine. As I was saying, what was I saying? My grandmother was once instructed by a doctor to have a cup of wine every day. And so she had a cup of wine every day. Wow, pretty. Don't worry, it's a wooden floor. No carpet getting destroyed by my incompetence. For perspective, I'm gonna pour this out into a somewhat transparent cup. Holy crap. A cup of wine every day. That is a lot of wine. Bottoms up. But that is a legit grandma story. My nana did get instructed from a doctor to drink a glass of wine every night, but like he said cup, which is a bit weird, and she took that as literally like measure a cup of wine and drink that every night. It was, it sounded like it was really hard towards the end, but it's really nice to hear that it was gentle, it was peaceful. She slipped away. There's this story that she likes to tell me from childhood. Light. This was made by Jude. She once gave me like a $2 coin or something, and she was like, "What are you going to spend it on?" And I said, "I'm going to save it because my friend Ella and I are saving up to go overseas to Coffs Harbour," which apparently was very funny to Jude, and Jude retold the story a lot, and Nana retold the story a lot to me, so that's the that's the story that she wanted to give me from my childhood, is that I was saving up to go overseas to Coffs Harbour to see the big banana. That is a lot of wine. That's a lot of wine. Like, I already feel like I've had wine. I don't drink much anymore, like, I'm really not a big drinker, unlike Henry here. Well, I have this shine here. I may as well show you the stuff that's in it. This is my tacky little Cresty my mum got him for me. Or her, I don't know, what are you? Her. This is my tacky tower. My parents brought me this back from Milan. I spent a lot of time in Milan a few years ago. Beautiful city. It's a hard word because it's got lots of R's. Birreria. Anyway. J'apprends à parler français. I'm trying very hard. But drama school is a bit... I'm glad that Luca got to meet Nana before. Her hearing was starting to go. And so she complained that like he was really softly spoken and she couldn't hear anything he was saying and stuff. And I'm really thankful that I got to hang out with her on my own at least once, you know, visiting her by myself. It was a completely different experience and what a wonderful woman she was. Good boy. Every day. I don't know if I can even do this tonight. Do you want to get naked? Come on, let's get this off. There. How am I going to get into the garden? Quite a big fan of Alice in Wonderland. I really like that universe. I think it's really quite wonderful. A little girl and her escapism. I'm still very young. I'm in my 30. My grandmother was 99 years old. Can you imagine? There's still so much wine left. So much wine. So much wine. That suits you. Got a little compass. I mean, of course, because I'm not going to be home for the funeral or anything. I'm not going to be around family at all. But what my family does when someone passes away is we make a lot of jokes and we laugh a lot. You don't have as much inhibition, you don't second guess yourself as much. I get that with singing actually. I'm actually like really scared of singing. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe when I'm done with this I'll have a sing. I don't know what I'll sing, but I'll sing something. What of my writing I want to do next is a film, a short film. It was originally a one-act play, but it simply didn't have enough usable material, so I converted it to a short film, and I think it's starting to get to a really nice place. It's basically about all of the horrible experiences I've had with cops. And I think that other survivors would watch it and go, yes, say those things. That's like this thing that happened to me, but I'm also not like telling anything personal. It's like very much like this is a metaphor, and here's another metaphor. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good to make that. Nude de coco. Coconut. I forgot that one, but I remembered it. See, because when you first start, it's like, this is too much. I can't drink that much. But as you drink more and more, like you take bigger and bigger sips. I'm going to show you my bag too. This is my seahorse. Ooh, he's a happy little seahorse. Either that or he's about to give birth. Have you seen a video of a seahorse giving birth? Like, because it's the male that does it, and they like shoot out so fast, it's insane. I feel like I should be telling Nana stories, but I also feel like if I tell Nana stories, I'm gonna like crumble a bit. Yes, my socks are on. Another dog, look. I do spoil my Cresty. finished it and I can sleep. When I have to get out of here, I don't have to like do the paint job. I had to stop the video because my boyfriend called and it was really lovely to speak to him, but I got through it. I got through a cup of wine, and I think Nana would be proud. While I was talking to Luca, I remembered something about my Nana. Like when I was a kid, my mum would sing in the Messiah at Sydney Town Hall. Like she did it every year, and every year I would go and watch, and one year I was in the audience with Nana, and for some reason, I don't know, I wasn't happy and I was being a disruption, and she took me out of the, like we were up in the thingies, whatchamacallit, you know, the side up raised bit. I'm a bit drunk, I can't think of things. Anyway, she took me out into the hall, and like she went full on like fierce, and like, you do not make noise during a performance, you do not disrupt a performance. And I was like, but I feel like this, and she's like, no, it doesn't matter how you feel, you do not make noise during a performance. When you're in the audience, you are quiet. And it was terrifying. She was absolutely terrifying. I didn't know she could be so scary. But she could, and I mean, I suppose I'm so used to, and like being in the performing arts as well, like I'm so used to just, you don't talk when you're watching something, you do not talk. And I hadn't even registered that, like, oh hey, this is probably like the defining moment for me of like, I will forever be polite in the audience. So thanks, Nana. That probably helps a lot. It's just like really weird to wrap your head around it, that this human being doesn't exist anymore, and you have these memories and they're all so vivid, and they're just gone. That's life. And I've gotten all sentimental, I'm sorry. In other news, I've decided what I'm gonna call this vlog. Frankie gets drunk. Now, I'm gonna go over those French words, my French vocab for the day. Pomme, poire, aubergine, banane, carotte, poivron, noix de coco, chocolat, citrouille. I think that's all of the vegetables. Well, some of them are fruit. I think that's all of the food. And I did also promise a song, didn't I? Okay. I'll try and sing quietly because I've got neighbours and it's late. It's way past my bedtime. I hope I didn't screw up my sleep cycle. Alright. This one has a trigger warning. This is a song that is a part of the short film that I'd really like to make. It's a parody of Waltzing Matilda. Yeah, trigger warning. Hint, I am a woman. Once a bloody bad bitch wore a tight pink little skirt under the gaze of a bloke or three.
she drank as they watched and waited till her vision blurred. You'll come and rape young Matilda with me. Raping Matilda, raping Matilda. You'll come and rape young Matilda with me. And she drank as they watched and waited till her vision blurred. You'll come and rape young Matilda with me.
That's a really sad note to leave it on. I don't know, life's sad. A cup of wine. I used to be really good with alcohol. I mean, not good. I used to be really bad with alcohol, you know. Like, I used to drink a lot, and so it wouldn't affect me very much, but I guess I'm cheap now. A cheap drunk. Thanks for watching. You really didn't have to. I find that social media, all that stuff, and posting selfies, and for me it's simply a matter of I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing. That's kind of what it represents to me. And I know that it's dark, and I know that like a lot of what I say is dark, and that's just what my experience has built. And I try to be commercial, I try to be like bubbly, I try to be happy and chirpy, and I don't think it's an act. I think when you smile and you end up happier. But I've also lived through some shit, and every day I'm reminded of that, and every day I have to plow through it, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't think any of us do. I don't know. I guess there's also the hope that if I communicate the things that I struggle with, then maybe someone will have like some sort of insight and things will start to make sense. But the world doesn't make sense. The world does not make sense. But we beep anyway, right? We make a lot of noise anyway, and hope that someone hears. And I suppose when I drink, I try to sound profound, even like when it's like, no. It's just someone beeping. Shut up, Frankie, stop that. Stop trying to art everything. They're having a conversation though. This happens a lot in New York. Oh my god, it's amazing, right? Like, you'll hear a car beep and it's really loud and annoying, and then you'll hear another horn from another car and they'll have a conversation via beeping. It's kind of amazing. Like, I think it's a bit strange that I start laughing when that happens. Like, someone didn't really understand yeah, like that happened while I was in class, and she was like, why are you laughing? And it's like, they're talking to each other. Yeah, but I don't know. You gotta enjoy the small things. You gotta find the humor in things. The small stuff. It's everything. Good night, Internet, and goodbye now.